Yo yo! It's time to say hello to the first ever Trampler dragon in DML, because today we are going to be hatching the divine Star Reader dragon, aka Fat Cleric. I will always be saying that. But this is the egg for the first ever Trampler body type dragon. Of course, the Trampler body type was added in the most recent update that we got just before the Origin of Wind Ancient event started. And now we have this well, I guess it's four-legged, two-armed dragon. Basically 6 legs. But this is Star Reader, who is a divine, metal, and light dragon. So, if you've ever had the Ho-Yi dragon before or ever seen him, Star Reader's basically just a reskinned Ho-Yi dragon. A very fat Ho-Yi dragon. But there he is, that marks number 714 in our codex for right now. But the Star Reader dragon is a guide for dragons that have influence over fate and fortune. Even divines come to this dragon for guidance, but their conversations range from cryptic to completely inconceivable. Kinda weird that his face is cut off at the top there. We do also, of course, get those fatty DCPs, but we will be taking this guy into a fight. Because, of course, with it being a new body type, it means everything about how they eat, how they move, is slightly different. Like, look at him go. Look at this 4 proper-legged dragon. And his arms are so tiny. Look at how tiny his arms are. And he's stomping, he's munching. If we hold it up, then... Oh my god, he actually jumps really high. What the heck? Oh my god, some of the other dragons don't even get that high. How do you do that? Does he get bonus jumping power because of his legs? Yeah. Can you... What about there? There we go. Are we going to make him perpetually jump? No, he got it eventually. What about if I go down? Because you can bug out the dragons if you drag the food beneath them, and there we go. Yeah, he's bugging out. Yeah, look at that guy go. It's a very nice jump. I can appreciate that. I do like the baby form of this dragon quite a lot. And again, I think more babies being in this style will be very nice, very cute. We will be leveling him up, of course. Will I be using him on a team? No, more than likely never. I would love to have a Trampler dragon on the team, but when we're already struggling enough to add a team member as it is, I don't think we can really afford to just randomly decide to level up a 6-legged dragon. But this is the adult form, and that's a nice set of animations. You will notice that as they walk around, the adult form again does have a very nice look. Look at all those different body parts moving around. Very cool. Very cool. But, you know, he looks a lot slower in this form. Can you still jump? Can you still jump, boy? Or have you lost the ability? Oh my god. Look at him reaching! Reach for the stars, Star Reader. I guess that kind of is what he does, right? But yeah, that is what all of their animations look like for the eating and the moving and the etc. in this area. Oh my god, stop getting angry at me, dude. Do you want it? Yeah, he wanted it. Okay, there we go. I guess we'll pet him. He does take a while to walk back. Oh! He gets super excited. Look at that. Ooh. It's like, ooh, that tickled just the right spot right there. Ooh. You know what? I can feel that. And then if we do that, then he does just get really, really tired, I guess, if we touch him. I guess that's the thing. If you touch him, he gets tired. Not sure if that's good for his day-to-day routine. I say he, but they've actually called it Lily, the auto-naming, so she is very tired, it seems, but gets very excited when you pet her. But let's go and take Lily over here for a quick battle. Lily is only level 20, and of course, like any dragon really, they're not going to be good until they get their level 6 upgrades unlocked, but we can still at least take them in for a fight, see what they look like. So where is she? There she is. I see the primal button. I wish that we had a primal dragon, but we do not have a primal dragon, so we cannot do that. I guess we will throw in a couple of random dragons. Let's throw in another divine, Chrono Karen. And oh my goodness, you are very, very small. Did anyone else expect Lily here to be bigger than she is? But she's actually kind of tiny. If we put her at 1 times speed, you'll see that they've got like a staunched, almost like, well, not really staunch, but like ready look. Like they're ready to pound. You know what I mean? Now at 2 times speed, it's like kind of funky. It's almost like they're doing a little jig. 4 times speed, they're kind of hyperactive. You know, I could appreciate it, but, you know, we can't actually bless ourselves, but she does put her arms up at the screen and no, give me mercy, poor metal dragons. Anyway, you know, this is what these new body type dragons look like. You know, it's nothing major, like game changing. It's not like we're adding a new mechanic itself to the game or anything. But, you know, getting new body types and new animations and new things in a game that's over 7 years old, sometimes it's like, ooh, that's kind of nice. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, 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 new thing. Sometimes I'm not used to getting new thing in this game. So I can appreciate Lily and her attempt at demolishing these enemy dragons, definitely. Now, once again, Lily would be a lot better if we actually had the level 6 upgraded on the Bless, but we don't have that. So for right now, we'll make do with our Leech, and actually, Chrono Aphrodite's not upgraded either, is she? Because one thing that I used to do before I started running into more money problems in terms of, you know, I wasn't collecting money that often, so I kept running out due to the food that I plant, is I always used to upgrade all my dragons to level 6. At least their up to their second element to level 6, because all it costs is scrolls and gold. And, you know, otherwise I'm never ever gonna use those scrolls. So I just used to use them. So maybe we will upgrade Lily and make her a powerhouse within the level 21-ish range for now. But we can at least fully upgrade her and then maybe use her in a couple of fights on the map. Maybe destroy and demolish some enemies, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I guess Lily will sit there with a Peppy, Chrono a Peppy. Oh, I don't know what she's doing. Was that a stretch? I think she was stretching over there. But yeah, very interesting body type. I am very happy with this one. Like, out of all the different body types they could have come up with, I think this is probably pretty, you know, pretty up there with something that I would have liked to see. I know that a lot of people want to see 2-headed dragons that aren't just clan dragons. Will that ever happen? I don't know. I think it's pretty unlikely since, you know, clan dragons are their own thing. But you never know. We could get some 3-headed dragons. Whoa. Oh, I'm getting spicy there. Did you see that one coming? Nah, you never saw that one coming. But yeah, I guess we'll pop her in like I said I was going to. But, you know, we've got a few other divines. We've got lots of divines that we could use for a lot of things, but I don't use them due to the mainly the food costs these days. But, you know, if you wanted to use Lily in your own squad, you could, because, you know, Lily does have AoE in the form of light, and of course that Bless as well, which does mean that Lily overall has 2 of the parts to the ideal dungeon team. Light, I would argue, is worse than fire because, you know, in terms of weak attack quests, light doesn't really help with those very much. But you still can get away with light, and, you know, whatever does resist it can still be useful, and you can still use it for the defeat 3 dragons with 1 blow, or defeat 2 dragons with 1 blow quest in the dungeon. But, you know, you do you. I can always tell people that fire will be better for you. I mean, I do use fire myself, so, you know, I'm telling that because I do it myself. But, you know, it's up to you, however you want to make your team. If you don't want to make your team optimal, fine. You do you. You don't have to have an optimal team. You'll just struggle more, especially if you're, say, a free-to-play player. You know, it's difficult to get value out of this game when you are a free-to-play player or someone that spends very little. Oh damn it! I should have just waited for the 6 on the green. You know, sometimes I do that. I sit on the green tile and I'll wait for a 6, and then other times I just try and go for like a 2 and a 2, and then this happens. I just need a 1 or a 2, and I just need a 1 or a 2. I literally just need a 1 or a 2. There we go. That was way too much. I mean, at the same time, oh, now I get. God's sake, game. You see, I'm not really caring too much at this point because I can't log in for every reset anyway. I've missed some extra resets on top of that. You know, I'm not too bothered about this. If we manage to get Fovan, we do get Fovan through sheer luck of drops. But I'm probably not going to be hitting the guaranteed chest. Like, there's no way I can make that anymore. So, you know, at least at this point in the event, I'm like, you know, whatever I do get is purely a bonus on top of what, you know, I expect. I expect nothing from this point, but the game could be nice for the first time ever. Remember, it's been over 7 years, even though these events haven't been out that long, and I have still never gotten a full drop on an Ancient or a Divine. Never. You see all those new players or players that get it every single event? I have never ever gotten it. So, well, I got it for Amphibian. But that was an epic. That does not count. That is an insult more than it is, like, something to be grateful for. Like, imagine knowing that Amphibian had the same drop rate as an Ancient or a Divine. And instead of you getting an Ancient or a Divine, you got an Amphibian Dragon. An epic. Yeah, it is definitely more of an insult. I don't care what anyone says. But I digress. You know, we will continue with the Dragon Board anyway, see what we get. Maybe we could still get Oira, because, you know, we could technically just gem everything if we really wanted to. But definitely Oira should be doable by the end of the event. Considering I've got a lot of gems, I will have even more by the end of the event. So at the very least, we might still get Oira, which is another new dragon for me. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but, you know, next thing that I wanted to touch on, I might touch on this more tomorrow, is that we do indeed have our first doppelganger dragon revealed. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this separately tomorrow, but it is in the game. It is in the game. I really want to see what the rest of those doppelganger dragons look like. That's like my next on my really, really big wants, along with seeing what the first primal dragon is gonna be. Those are like my biggest things that I'm looking forward to at the moment, because Ancient event is whatever, I'm bored of them anyway. But Tramplers, Primals, Doppelgangers, hell yes, I want to know. But anyway, I appreciate you joining me. I hope that you managed to get a star reader of your own after this year's collection. But until next time, I do hope that I can see you then.